Hey guys, welcome to Two Forks and Flowers. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're going to show you how to have a fun, relaxed brunch at home with homemade yogurt, homemade granola, some pear mimosas, and some lemon poppy seed muffins.
And I'll show you how to set the table just like this and make some stunning flower arrangements.
Hope you have as much fun as we do.
Because we have a great time.
So I want to start with the granola first, just because you have to bake it at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. So I just want to get that in there so that it can cool to go on top of the yogurt. So you're going to take some oats. I like Quaker oats, old-fashioned, just because that's my preference. You can buy them at any grocery store. And you're going to use 4 cups. This is a really fun recipe and it's really easy to make. After the oats, you're going to take 2 cups of shaved coconut. The coconut adds a little bit of sweetness in there, and it gives it a nice crispy texture when it cooks. Next, we're going to use 2 cups of sliced or shaved almonds. That also gives it a little more texture and flavor. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. What's great about this is that if you don't eat all of this today, after you're done baking it, you can just put it right in your cabinet and you can save it and it holds up. You can eat it whenever you want. The last thing that we're going to put is the honey, and we're just going to put 1/2 cup of honey. Honey also gives it that sweet taste without adding any kind of sugar or anything like that. So after you put everything in your bowl, you're just going to mix it all up. And then you're going to put it on a pan. See how easy that was? And then we're just going to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes. So while the granola is baking, I want to start on the lemon poppy seed muffins. Make sure that you just have a tray and just line it just so that it's ready to go. So when you're all done mixing everything together, you can just use your scooper, put it in the tray, and then put it in the oven. This is a bowl for our wet ingredients, and this is a bowl for our dry ingredients. So in here we have flour, and I'm just going to add some baking soda, add some salt, and this is some baking powder. In a separate bowl, I want you to mix your butter. You're going to use a full stick of butter. I know it seems like a lot of butter, but that's what you're going to use. Make sure that it's at room temperature. You can leave it out overnight if you're cooking in the morning. And you're going to add sugar. You want to mix this up until the butter and the sugar is all combined. You're going to add 2 eggs. Right in there like that. And I like to put yogurt in here because it helps make it really moist, and I really like my muffins and cakes and breads and stuff really moist.
Some people don't like the word moist, but I came to bring you some flowers. And what smells so good in here?
It's the granola.
I can't wait to eat it.
I know.
Have a moist time.
Thanks. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to add yogurt. And because there is a little bit of vanilla in this recipe, I just wanted to use a little more, so I'm using vanilla yogurt instead of plain yogurt. So we're just going to put all of that in there. And then you're going to add vanilla. And you're going to add, this is freshly squeezed lemon juice. So good. And then this is lemon zest from the same lemons. And I'm going to take this and just mix everything all together. After all your wet ingredients are mixed together, you're going to pour it in with your dry ingredients. We're going to just whisk this all together in this bowl. And you're going to make a nice dough. I like to add the poppy seeds afterwards just so that you can kind of fold them in. Oh, this looks so good. So now, it's done. That was quick, really easy. I'm just going to scrape the sides just to make sure that I get everything in there. And I'm going to use an ice cream scooper, and I'm going to take one little scoop and I'm going to put it in there just like that. They look so good. So perfect. We have like 20 minutes left. So I'm gonna pop these in because it only takes 20 minutes for these to cook. So you can actually cook these at the same time. It works out perfectly. Oh, and it looks and smells so good. I'm just gonna put those on the bottom. And I'm gonna leave the timer as it is because we only have 20 minutes to cook it and there's only 20 minutes left, so I don't need to even set another timer.
So as you guys know, I like to have everything set up before I set the table. Rebecca did something so delicious and really colorful, so I wanted to kind of do something colorful for the table too, but not too bold, a little more pastel. We're gonna do a nice table runner. I have a lace table runner, some really fun chargers that I got at Target, plain white bowls. We have a fun little surprise for you guys. We're gonna do some pear mint champagne mimosas, I guess you would call them. They're gonna be delicious. And then I'm gonna do a really nice arrangement of garden roses for you guys, and I'll teach you how to do that arrangement after we set the table. So let's start setting. Here's my lace table runner. This thing is huge, so you can have it as wide as you want or as thin as you want. I decided to just fold it in half once, and I like the look of the table runner to be a little crinkly, like them pulled straight always. And I think for the lace, it's a nice look to have a little crinkle in here. Then we're gonna do our chargers. You wanna bring the charger all the way to the end of the table. So you wanna take your hand and make sure that the charger is touching the end of the table and your hand. And also make sure the charger is dead center of your chair. Perfect. Next, we're gonna do our bowls. Find the center of your charger, and you're gonna wanna make sure your bowl is even. So we're gonna do our napkins. I got these napkins from TJ Maxx for $2. I got a whole bundle of them, probably 30 napkins altogether. You don't have to use cloth napkins. Paper napkins are just as good, and these are gorgeous. The blues look so nice against the charger. I'm gonna place them directly under the bowl. And now our spoons. Normally you would put a spoon right on the table, but I kind of want to put it right on the charger here because we don't have a plate. I think it fills the space very nicely. Next, we have our glasses for the champagne. You always want to put your glass right above your knife and your spoon. So it's going to go just above and on the corner of the charger. This might be my favorite part of brunch. Ask Rebecca. We love champagne.
Okay, so all the hard part is done and everything is cooking, so that's great. In the meantime, we're gonna do the orange yogurt. What I did was, last night, I took a container of Dannon Greek Vanilla yogurt. I really like Dannon's Greek yogurt because sometimes Greek yogurt can taste a little tangy, and I don't really like that, but I like Greek yogurt. So I took my strainer and I took some paper towels and I put the yogurt, the whole container of yogurt, into my strainer on top of the paper towels. And what this does, you can see, it drains all of the liquid and all of the water out of the yogurt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all of that liquid with fresh orange juice. And you can just eye it. It doesn't need to be measured or anything like that. And this is going to make it taste like almost like an orange sherbet. It's vanilla in there and the orange juice. It really makes it taste really good. And we're gonna add some honey. Oh, that looks so good. I'm just gonna mix that in there. Orange zest. And it smells so good. Oh my god, it smells so good. And you're just gonna sprinkle it all on the top. Some walnuts, and I'm going to chop them up just a little bit, like a rough chop, not you know, too fine, just so that you're not getting huge chunks of walnuts, you know, in the yogurt. Like that. Put that in there. And I love dried cranberries, so I'm gonna put some dried cranberries, dried cherries, yum. And then I have some dried apricots. And I'm just gonna chop these, you know, really quick. That looks good. And again, like I've been saying, you can add as much or as little of everything as you want. You're gonna mix that all together. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh my God, it tastes so good. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for the granola to finish cooking along with the muffins, and then we can put everything all together and bring it outside. I'm really excited.
All right guys, for the flower arrangement today, we're gonna use some really gorgeous garden roses. I have a pale pink, almost peachy color, and then I have a hot pink. What you wanna do is you wanna take your vase. You're gonna fill it with room temperature water. Then you're gonna take, I use a knife. I use a Swiss Army knife. It's what I'm used to, I'm a florist. You're sort of gonna measure where you want the flower to be, and then that's where you're gonna give it a nice cut. So then you pop it right on in. And you're gonna do that with each stem. And what I like to do is go around in a circle. So you're gonna do one side, one side, one side, one side to kind of create a little net with your stems. A rose itself, around the outside, these are called protective petals. So what you wanna do is you wanna go all the way down to the bottom, and you're just gonna pull the petal right out. And then you'll have fresh, new looking petals. We're just gonna pop that right in the water. And there we have our little centerpiece.
We're gonna make pear and mint mimosas, like Lauren said. And I love champagne with brunch and lunch and dinner and really like any time of the day. So this is perfect for me. You know, you don't need anything fancy. We're not drinking the champagne alone. We're drinking it with pear juice and mint. So we just got Corbel because it tastes good and it's affordable. And let's be honest, nobody has time to go out and buy $100 bottles of champagne when you're just gonna drink it for brunch, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. We're not pretending here. One of my pitchers. I'm gonna tilt it when I pour it just so that it doesn't foam up. And I'm gonna pour the whole bottle in here because we're gonna drink the whole bottle. And this is exactly why you wanna have brunch at home, so that you can. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna take pear juice and I'm just gonna pour probably like half in. You don't wanna pour too much. If you can smell the pear juice, then you're probably good. If you can smell too much of the champagne, you might wanna pour a little bit more pear juice in there. That smells about right. What we have here is mint chocolate chip mint. This is just, it smells so good. I mean, I can't even explain to you what this smells like, but it smells freaking awesome. And I'm just gonna break it up and put it in there. We have our yogurt over here. And then the last thing is our granola. Look how beautiful this came out. I'm just gonna put it in a little bowl like this so that people can serve, you know, help themselves and serve themselves. So now we have everything here and we're ready to go outside.
So nice.
They're gonna be so happy.
I know. Maybe we should start without them.
I know. You want to?
Yeah.
Okay. They can just show up and grab their own plate, right?
Sounds good to me. Oh, I like
yogurt.
that. That's really good. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.